Helldivers 2 is such a unique game to me. I got this game about a year and a half ago, and throughout my time, I've had some great moments in the game, and also some moments where I'd question if I'd come back to the game. The game is celebrating its second year anniversary as of this video, and while I'm working on another project on the side, I wanted to cover a little bit of Helldivers 2 today and talk about my favorite parts of the game, a little bit about what the game is about, and also some of the problems that the game has here and there that I personally have. With all that said, let's talk a little bit about Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 takes place in a far future where starships fly through the galaxy and destroy anything that is considered a threat to Super Earth. Basically Earth, but everyone lives simple, mindless lives ruled by one power, all in the name of managed democracy. You are part of an elite army of super troopers who have dedicated their lives to protect this way of life across the galaxy by shooting at anything and everything that could oppose liberty. Think of Helldivers more like stormtroopers from Star Wars, but way more chaotic.
Take over.
It's been over 100 years since the last Galactic War, which was where Helldivers 1 story took place in. But after the Galactic War, everyone was at peace until a robotic faction known as the Automatons started attacking planets across the galaxy. While at the same time, these bug creatures called the Terminids had broken out of their farms and started invading other planets as well.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
With two factions to face off against, it is up to you and the community of fellow Helldivers to fight off these foes with an assortment of weapons to defend the galaxy and Super Earth from tyranny. That's how the game originally started, but as the game's life has gone on, the world map has changed to hold a third faction called the Illuminids, a squid-based alien species from Helldivers 1 that was thought extinct. You might have noticed that Helldivers 2 takes a lot of inspiration from Starship Troopers with some of the concepts, along with Terminator and War of the Worlds for some of the enemies that you face. And as of recording this video, cyborgs have made a return from Helldivers 1 as part of the Automaton factions, giving the game some more content and some new foes to take on. Now when it comes to Helldivers, I never played the original game, and so learning about the cyborgs and the Illuminids coming back into Helldivers 2 from the original game really didn't matter to me personally, as I'd never had heard about Helldivers until Helldivers 2. And so it didn't matter to me personally, but it's still cool that they're a faction that was from the original game coming back, I guess, in Helldivers 2. In the original Helldivers, the game was more of a top-down shooter, but Helldivers 2 changes the formula to be more of a grounded third-person and first-person shooter, giving you all those crazy explosions, the shots that are fired at you, and all the creatures swarming your face. Personally, I like the movement in this game. I think this looks a little better than the top-down gameplay the original had, but it does have some flaws, such as me trying to go prone by holding down the button and nothing happens, only working if I dive by tapping the button twice to do so, and having to move to a random side of a bush so I can shoot a bot stealthily. Yeah, so about a month or two ago, they released this stealth war bomb called Redacted Regiment, which is more of a stealthy kind of build. And it was crazy to see all my shots whenever I'd be prone on the ground, right next to a bush, would redirect randomly out of the blue, even though I had a clear shot from where I was with the scope, but whatevs, I guess. But the random things like the ragdolls, the explosions out of nowhere, all because you weren't paying attention to the mines, and even your buddies shooting the shit as they prove to themselves that they are the best elite Helldivers out there in the galaxy, make this game a little special. Besides shooting at all the enemies of Super Earth, there are many different mission variations like blitz missions that allow you to destroy a certain amount of enemy bases, evacuating a certain amount of civilians, shooting down spaceships, and the one that's always fun to do, launching an ICBM.
Extraction is available.
To help you in your missions, you're given different kinds of weapons that can range from standard assault rifles, SMGs, marksman rifles, shotguns, and even laser weapons like the electric pulse rifle or even a beam rifle. You can also get different secondary weapons and switch out your throwable weapons to something you like more, like this sticky grenade that burns through enemies' armor and then sets off a high explosive, or smoke grenades that explode on impact, keeping you nice and concealed. On top of all the weapons you can get, it's also important to bring the right kind of armor to get the job done. Armor is separated in 3 categories. You have the light armor, sacrificing your defense for more stamina, medium armor for more balanced defense and stamina, and your heavy armor that helps protect you more at the cost of your stamina. But the big reason why you choose your armor is for the perks that they have. Bringing an armor with a perk that helps you build is essential on the battlefield, and there are many of them to choose from, like this fortified perk that reduces damage taken from explosives, Siege Ready for more ammo and faster reload speeds for your primary weapon, Desert Stormer for 40% resistance to fire, gas, acid, and electric damage, and one other that I've been using called Reduced Signature, which reduces the range of which enemies can find you by 40% and makes 50% less noise. Tag that with a suppressed weapon and some smoke grenades and you'll be in and out of the battlefield without enemies even knowing you were there. The last thing that is important to bring on your missions are the different stratagems that you can call down. Before jumping down to the battlefield, you can choose up to 4 stratagems that you can bring with you. When on the battlefield, by holding the left bumper on a controller, you'll pull up the stratagems menu, and you'll have to input the codes on the screen by using your D-pad to call in your stratagems. Stratagems can range from different things like special weapons and backpacks, sentry turrets and vehicles, or airstrikes and orbital strikes that can wipe out a whole area on the map. You see that one spot that looks too tough to go through? Throw an orbital 380 in the middle of it, stand clear from the shot, and watch as the enemies all panic as their precious base gets blown up. You'll also have mission-based stratagems that will always be able to be called down as well, so you don't have to worry about having these equipped. These range from SSDs to be put into different terminals, hell bombs, which are mini nukes, reinforcements for when a squad member dies, and resupplies for ammo and healing items. But you do have a certain amount of reinforcements that you can call down, and all stratagems have a cooldown timer before you can use them again outside of the reinforcement stratagems. When you run out of your reinforcement budget, you have to wait a few minutes in order to earn at least one more back. Also, before you jump into the map, you can also bring a booster that can range from different things like increasing stamina regain, max out your ammo when you're dropping, and many other kind of boosters. Boosters are also not a one-time item, so you can use them as many times as you want as long as you own that. You can earn most of the stratagems in game by using requisition points that you earn by completing a mission. And make sure you spend these when you can. The game gives you a max of 50,000, and they hand you so much that you'll be wasting some of your points that you earn if you don't use them. Same goes for the samples that you find on the maps, like commons, rares, and super rare samples. And from my experience, the rares are the hardest to collect out of all of them, but make sure you use all of these too, as they boost your ship's abilities, giving you permanent passives on the field. Along with rec points and samples that you get from missions, you're also rewarded with medals to spend in the game's war bonds. War bonds are how you get different weapons, stratagems, emotes, banners, poses, boosters, and armor in the game. You can kind of think of war bonds like how a season pass will unlock more things the more you play. But one thing to give Helldivers 2 some more credit for is that war bonds don't ever expire. You can buy war bonds at any time that you want, and the credits that you use never expire either. You unlock war bonds by using super credits, which you can buy with real money or take the time finding special crates scattered on the map. Once you use your credits to get the war bond, you use your medals to unlock more of the items from the game. Make sure you're spending these medals. You can only max out at 250 medals, and the game rewards the community for completing major orders. So you could practically not even be helping out in the major order or play the game for over a month, log back in, and you'll have a bunch of medals to spend on war bonds. Also, another thing that you can use your super credits for are these little items here in the shop here at the superstore. There's some unique items that you can get, like this emote here that allows you to laugh crazy for fun. But you also can get different kind of armors that you don't see often in any of the war bonds, like the Siege Ready armor passive that I showed off earlier. Or you can unlock special weapons like a hatchet here. One of the biggest reasons why I love this game is the sense of community. The community in this game is so fun and crazy at times. You'll have a squad that's hardcore, getting everything done by the books and in and out of the mission complete, no KIAs whatsoever. And then you have a squad that just fucks around, making you wonder how these people were chosen to be a Helldiver.
Hey, there you go, buddy.
Hey, brother.
Yo, you just run up and hit. Oh! Wow, I guess that syringe was that strong.
Commander, permission for naps.
I haven't done this myself yet, so. Oh! Fire! Ah!
What?
I landed in.
Jump into the
I jumped into the lava.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you know what? Fine. Hey, I'm back.
Ah! Ah! My face!
I'll be honest, Gaming, I thought you were one of the bugs.
Got you right in the face! Fuck you! Ah! Ah! Ah!
There we go, that biotime's down. He's dead.
Oh, nice. Zeb, there might be a bug to your right. I don't know. Oh shit, that 380 is a little closer than I thought. Oh, oh my god! Good thing I said something.
Well, we'll see where that goes.
Oh,
AT incoming.
Jesus Christ! Watch out, bug breach.
You fucking dick!
You're gaming, coughing, and hacking. I was like,
Let's do it again. All right, watch this.
Oh my god, you fuck! But the one thing that holds them all together is the dedication to protecting Super Earth and managed democracy. So if you enjoy explosive ground battles with the emphasis on community gameplay, then I think Helldivers 2 is a great game for you to play. I do hope that in the future they implement things like layer armors and weapon loadouts. That way you can make whatever kind of layer armor designs for your Helldiver while keeping the passives that you want to use for your armor and your set. And then weapon loadouts for easy access for whenever you switch to different factions, you know? That way I don't have to worry about jumping into a bot faction when I was just playing the bugs or something like that, and I don't have my usual kit that I run. One of those kind of things would be really neat and something unique to kind of see. But for what we have, the game is still fun to play. The game has its ups and downs, like the times when certain factions would make the game crash so many times that it made it unplayable, weapons getting nerfed to hell, making it hard to play with your favorite weapons, and the dreaded PlayStation Network account BS, where they forced you to have a PlayStation account in order to play the game on PC, after not needing to have one on release. But as the game is now, it is in a much better state, and it looks like it'll only continue to grow. Before I close out this video, I do want to shout out all my buddies that would play with me during my time of recovery. About 6 months ago, I had to stay home due to having an inaugural hernia, and during those 3 weeks in recovery, Helldivers 2 was the game me and many of my pals would play together. We played it so much that a friend of mine at work got us Helldiver hoodies, and I've worn it many times during the cold winter. It's one of the big reasons why this game feels important to me, and for games like Call of Duty falling off and many other AAA shooters, I'm glad Helldivers 2 is a game I can look to for a fun multiplayer experience, especially with this game only being $40, which isn't the standard price for games like this, and with the Steam sales, you're bound to get a great deal from it. But that's my thoughts on Helldivers 2. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want to see more of me in the future, it always helps leaving a like and sharing the channel, as it helps build a community of fellow nerds just like me, you, and other fellow nerds out there as well. Comment down below what your favorite part of the video was, if you've played this game before, or even if you are thinking about getting in this game and this helps you want to get this game even more. And then also tell me some personal experiences with the game itself if you've played this game. And if you haven't already, subscribing to the channel always helps to keep up with more of my YouTube videos. As I said, I'm working on another video here in the future. I don't know if it'll be next month, as I still got a little bit more recording to do for that. It's a big project, but hopefully I can get it, at least more of it done before next month. And then maybe in that time I might try to push a review for Resident Evil 9 when that comes out. So let's talk about that in the future. But with all that said, thank you guys again so much for stopping by. Hope you guys have a fantastic night, day, wherever you guys are. and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.